Welcome to your Nexus 2 Help Guide. This session is on the general workflow for capture. This guide will be split up into two parts. The first will focus on how to calibrate your system, while the second will focus on how to capture data with your system. Please note that we will not go into too much detail into each of the processes shown in this video. For more information, please see the subject-specific video in this playlist. Also, please note that you can find a written version of the material presented in this video online at our website in the FAQ section. Before opening the software, make sure that you have all the hardware turned on. This could include any force plates, EMG, or other analog devices that you want integrated as part of the system. By default, when you open the software, it should be in its most recent calibration configuration. Make sure that you've got the correct system file loaded in here, and then you will see that the cameras have populated automatically along with any connectivity boxes or devices. In this case, you're going to need to right-click on devices and add in any digital devices, such as the AMTI Gen 5 that I have here. I also want to just check maybe that the force plates are actually turned on, so I can get someone just to stand on the plate and make sure I have some force vectors, and then I can go ahead and just do a hardware 0 and a software 0. So I can do the digital plate here, and then the analog plate here. Next, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to highlight all of the cameras and switch into the camera view just to make sure that I haven't left any markers lying around from the last collection. So you can see here in camera 3 I've got some markers, in camera 5. So what we want to do is make sure that the environment is clean and remove those markers. It should be pretty easy to test as we would have masked previously, so they should be pretty clear. So we're going to go ahead and move those now, so they're no longer in view, and then I'm going to go ahead and remask. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. It's going to clear all the previous masks and then remask again. Once the reflections have turned to blue, I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. Now I'm ready to go ahead and calibrate. So wave the wand through the volume. Once the calibration is complete, we'll go ahead and check the numbers for the world error and the image error, and I'll then switch into the 3D perspective. We should see the cameras calibrated relative to each other, and we're ready now to set the origin. I'm going to go ahead and hit start under set volume origin. It'll toggle to set origin, and I'll press it again, and you can see now the cameras have snapped into place.
Now that we've calibrated our volume, we're ready to move into data management and create a session folder for our trials. If you do not already have a session folder created for that day, go ahead and create a new one. Once your session folder has been created, you're able to add in your new subject. Make sure you select an appropriate template. Once your template has been selected, we can move over to the subject preparation button and take a data collection. We want to make sure that we have at least one good frame of data. After we hit stop, we're automatically booted offline so we can process our trial. You want to make sure that you reconstruct your data and that you calibrate your subject. After this has been completed, go ahead and save your trial, and we'll go ahead and go back online. Now we are ready to make our dynamic trials. Go ahead and name your trial to something that is appropriate. And then we can go ahead and hit start and collect whatever trials you wanted to for that day. After you've collected your trials, you're welcome to go offline and process them.
Thank you for watching this video. As always, if you have any questions about your hardware or software, please do not hesitate to contact us at support@vicon.com.